What's up, everyone? Welcome to Tuck Notes Beginner Stock Talk. This is part 2B of the interview on TED Talk with Elon Musk and Chris Anderson, the chief executive of TED Talk. We just finished off with Neurolink topic, and now we're going to talk about Starship. And if AI took over Earth, what would it be like? And so Starship is the game changer. And a lot of people probably I don't want to say this, but maybe some people don't know about it or not know how extremely fundamental it is. It's the holy grail of rocketry. This is a quote. The holy grail of rocketry, space transport, is full rapid reusability. Has never been achieved before. So this is something that's never been done before. And the closest thing that was ever close to it was Falcon 9. And that was able to recover about the first stage, the boost stage, which is about 60% cost of the vehicle, done over 100 times. With Starship, we will be recovering the cost, the entire everything, where it can immediately fly again. Basically, what I'm saying is the difference between Falcon 9 and Starship is that Starship will be extremely cheap to make. Falcon 9 took up 60% of the money just to get it off the ground and into the atmosphere. So with Falcon 9 still needs, now there's a description of it, it still needs refurbishing. With Starship, it's an immediate flight, refill propellant. Starship's capacity is 100 people, plus their belongings to Mars. So next question that I didn't highlight. What's the latest timeline? So there's 3 parts into this. There's one is only equipment they'll send up. The second time is they'll send it up with people. And the third time, they'll do it with 100 people at a time, and let's go. That's the plan. Now, regarding costs in perspective, expect costs to put 100 tons into orbit is significantly less than what it did cost to put Falcon 9 into orbit. So for example, the 747 costs less to fly around the globe versus a small plane that was thrown away. It's mind-boggling how this is going on. It doesn't use exotic propellants like Falcon 9 or different, that's it. Starship uses methane fuel, primarily oxygen by weight, 70 to roughly 78%. By oxygen by weight. Mars has a we have a O2 atmosphere, and we're able to breathe. In Mars, the atmosphere is CO2. You can't breathe carbon dioxide. You're gonna die. And so this is gonna be a more scientific-y, brainy part. So this is important. Mars has an atmosphere. Mars has CO2 atmosphere. It's watery and ice. Carbon dioxide and water, if you add the two, makes CH4, which is methane gas, and oxygen. So they will be able to produce the methane gas and oxygen on Mars to be able to get back to Earth. So they will construct some type of, I don't know, like building structure that is going to be digging in methane and storing it, because that turns into energy and it propels the ship to move. Primarily, it will be used to travel anywhere in the solar system, but not suitable for any other star systems, or other galaxies, maybe is another word. But before that, all that, it has to be demonstrated, and it has to fly around the Earth. That's an orbital attempt. So these are all very important things I'm saying right now. What's the timeline? Question. It's looking promising to do an orbital launch in a few months, integrating the engines into boosters in about a week. There's an orbital launch in a few months. Yeah, what's the timeline? In a few months, there'll be an orbital launch, Starship. And the joke that Elon has to his employers or astronauts is excitement is guaranteed. Success is not guaranteed, but excitement is. So, I thought it was kind of funny in the beginning, but it really isn't. But you got to have humor in some form when you're talking about something really serious. So this is another important part, is the product system booster plus the ship roughly couple every month. And at the end of the year, so basically they're going to be boosting the ship roughly every month. And by the end of the year, or it'll be roughly every month. And by the end of the year, it'll be every month. So it'll be like a little bit and then a lot. I know I'm not doing the greatest job, but I'm trying my best, you guys. Trust me. To create what's needed to create self-sustaining ability on Mars, and they will need 1,000 ships to do this. There's math involved in what I'm talking about, trust me. Flying to Mars, there's a 2-year window, and this is a part that I don't understand much, but there is a 2-year window to fly to Mars. And they will need to make, by 2030, there'll be 1,000 ships with 100 people to Mars. And they will send world leaders up to Mars and to kind of figure out what's going to happen for our future on Earth and on other planets. And so that's what's going to happen in this next 2 years. Down the line, how much is it going to cost to go to Mars? Roughly $100,000. And that sounds like a lot of money to some people right now, but by 2030, Elon Musk thinks anybody will be able to afford in their lifetime to go to Mars. That's pretty exciting news. But there's funding issues. So how are we going to get around that? So you're either a rich philanthropist that wants to give money and believe in Elon Musk, or you have sponsorship, or the government could give subsidies and promote going to Mars. The sales pitch is kind of, it's dangerous, it's cramped. You might not make it back tomorrow. You might not make it back. It's difficult. It's hard work. So, but over 2 decades, you could accomplish this with 1 million people. Now the question is, whose city is it about Mars? And his answer is, it's the people of Mars City. Google that. So why do this? Why is it important to actually do all these things? And the answer is, it's really important because, you know, the probability lifespan of humanity and our conscientiousness to stay alive, basically. We're doing this to stay alive. Human civilization could come to an end. There could be a huge meteor. He said that 2 or 3 times now. I've heard him say that. A super volcano, extreme climate change, or World War III. That's what could happen. Now, here's a goal to maximize our lifespans. That's the main goal. So probability of our lifespan, our life, we view life. This really got me. We view life as this delicate thing that's so small. It's like a candle in this dark space. All it takes is for it to get blown out. Yet there's this huge, vast space we don't know about. How many people how many people are needed to obtain Mars, like to sustain civilization on Mars? The answer is 1 million people. Now we're getting into critical problems. And these are critical problems regarding about Mars City. And so I'm going to make another video now about that. So stay tuned to talking about who are the people of the, what is it called? The City of Mars, City of Mars people. And we'll get into a description about that. And then we'll talk a little bit about some other explorations that will be going on and kind of the bigger picture, and I'll wrap it up at the end. All right. If you like this video, you can push the like button. If not, that's cool. And if you like these videos, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps out for everyone overall. So thanks. Bye.